So before we move on to the closing speech by Hlumelo, because we moved things around, just to bring up our Deputy Head of School for 2021, Clark Tambo, for the Paul Harrison Award. Clark. And the Ross Osborne Scholar Award for our Head of School for 2021, Nick Hatton.
Hello again. As you saw, sorry for my drink of water. I was being honest, I really was dry-mouthed. A revolution. At the beginning of this year, I may have used that word in some attempt to try and galvanize you all and spur you all into action. But not today. With 11 days left as current Hiltonians, today doesn't feel fit for war chants and animation. Rather, today is a reflection and a celebration for all that we've achieved and a moment to begin looking towards the future. And so today, when I say a revolution, I mean to revolve, a full circle, returning to the place where you began. Considering that we have Maths Paper 2 on Monday, I hope that all of you guys do know what a circle is. Recently, I've had a lot of full circle moments. On Sunday, Tubbs, the heads of houses, and I read the names of the Hiltonians who lost their lives in battle during the Remembrance Day service. The same names, the same service that we first led in our leadership positions last year. The other day, I coyly rode by the gym and looking at the bulging arms of Tinashe, Connor, and Harvey, I felt like a grade 8 all over again, in awe of the gargantuan matrix. Today, I stand in the same place I stood at the beginning of the year, articulating our vision for an epoch of greatness, unaware of the masks, hand sanitizers, and peculiarity that awaited us. In 11 days, gentlemen, we will walk out the Mackenzie gates, the very same gates that welcomed us as new Hiltonians. You see, what I find most interesting about this revolution is comparing yourself to the person you were at the beginning to the person you are at the end. For in this comparison, you see how greatly you have changed, progressed, and evolved. Take us and our relationships, for example. 5 years ago, we were all strangers, not sure where we sat in the social structure, struggling to put a name to a face. Perhaps the only person who was known throughout the school was the legendary Chandaboa. 5 years later, and our relationships have completely transformed. We now know everybody's name. Social gangs such as Burda, Boy Scouts, Glacier Boys, and Universal Philosophers have been firmly set. And most importantly, we're no longer strangers, but now we are brothers. I think that's why I felt such deep dread at the idea of leaving Hilton. I honestly felt that, like most relationships, with time and physical separation, our relationships would deteriorate and our brotherhood would be left as an untouched litany of contacts. I have a song in my Deep Feels playlist, and don't judge me, I know all you guys have something similar, that perfectly articulates this fear. It's a song called Strange by the singer Celeste, and I'm not going to try and imitate Nathaniel here, so I'll just read it. But the chorus of the song goes, "Isn't it strange how strangers turn to friends, friends into family, and into strangers again?" For a long time, I truly feared that our brotherhood was doomed to be an embodiment of Celeste's lyrics. But if you listen a little bit closer, you realize that the reason why Celeste's relationships were breaking down was because the things that bound them together were too weak and too fragile. And frankly, gentlemen, that's not us. We are not bound by superficial connections. We are bound by something much deeper. Our shared traumas from dorm bounces in Form 1. Our shared memories of Loise's and Lesedi's laughs in the dining hall. And our shared love for the school, the people in it, and most importantly, each other. And I do know, I believe, I know that these bonds can stand the test of time and physical separation. We got a taste of it this year. COVID forced us back into the cracks and crevices of our home, and even then, boys, we endured, we persevered, and if anything, our brotherhood emerged stronger than ever. I think that's why this idea of a full circle is so apt. Because just like a circle, our relationships, our brotherhood, is not bound by a definite start nor a definite end. It abides, it prevails, and it continues in a perennial loop, with each end seamlessly transitioning into a new beginning. And so when you leave those gates in 11 days' time, do not see it as an end. Do not see it as a beginning. Simply see it as a continuation of our brotherhood. And so in the spirit of continuation and reflection, I must say some thank yous. First and foremost, to my family. Mom, Dad, Soso, and Mila. You guys reaffirm my belief in God every single day. Because there's nothing I can do in 100 lifetimes to deserve a family with unshakable love and unwavering support. So every day I truly see you as a gift from the divine, a blessing. Would you all please indulge me and just give my family a round of applause? To Mr. Harris, Mr. Mutlekhelwa, and Mr. Shuttleworth, I appreciate your advice, patience, and cooperativeness. You not only helped us reveal our skills, but you also coached us and mentored us. It really has been an honor navigating the new normal with you, sirs. I really do appreciate you. Thank you. To our staff, it is said that teachers can shift and learners' entire outlook. And my experiences here at Hilton have been just that. To our teachers, thank you for your lessons that have prepared us not only for life in the classroom, but life outside the Mackenzie gates. You have done so patiently, wholeheartedly, and always with our interests at heart. I thank you. To the cleaning and cooking staff, Boma nabonumzane, ngiyabonga. Iminyaka yami yonke la, nina ningisekelele. Ngibona ukuthi benifuna ukuthi ngiphumelele la. Ngiyabonga ma, ngiyabonga Mnumzane. To the rest of the Hilton College community, parents, I thank you for your support and your patience whilst we navigated this new normal. Your Facebook likes, comments, and posts always bring a smile to my face, and I really do appreciate that. Thank you. To my leadership team, my kings, after the unspeakable events of that New Boys weekend last year, and we won't talk about it here, I knew that you guys were a really, really special group. I'm so grateful for you guys always backing the decisions I made, always going above and beyond, and working unbelievably hard during this weird year. A particular shout out must go to my guy Tubbs. Thank you for enduring my late night screeches and one-man parties in my room. Thank you for your calm head and for consistently choosing to step away from the limelight. It takes an amazing leader to lead from the back, and I'm so grateful to have been a partner with you this year. Thank you. And then finally, to my grade. Too many emotions, not enough words, not enough time. Truly, gentlemen, I thank you for it all. I thank you for everything. This last 5 years have been a ride, but I'm so happy that I could do it with you boys. I love you all, and you always have a place in my heart. As I said, this is not an end, it's not a beginning, it's simply a continuation. It truly has been one of my greatest pleasures of my life to be head of school this year. I've relished every single moment, and I will always appreciate the trust and faith that you and the school and the boys watching digitally have placed in me. It's a pleasure to step down for Nhlaga and Nick. Boys, I know with you guys at the helm, the school's proud history is only bound for more greatness and more success. Lean on your grade, lean on those around you, and remember, it's your last year of school, so have some fun. And so as this loop of our perennial revolution comes to an end, I can look back at the last 5 years of my life with pride for all that we have achieved. Happiness because of the memories we have cultivated. And solace, knowing that our brotherhood is formidable, eternal, and forever lives on. Thank you.